It's C.J. Abrams. Paul DeYoung at first base will bat third, and batting cleanup in left field, it's Dalen Lyle. Dylan Cruz plays right field. He'll bat fifth. Batting sixth at second, it's Jose Tena. Drew Millis doing the catching, and he will bat seventh. Batting eighth at third base, Brady House. And batting ninth, the center fielder, is Robert Hassel III. So again, it's Garcia, Abrams, DeYoung, Lyle, Cruz, Tena, Millis, House, and Hassel. And on the mound, it's 25-year-old left-hander Mitchell Parker.
Your SEPTA starting pitchers scouting report, 7-13 on the year, 5.55 ERA, 4 pitches, 4-seam over 50% of the time, curveball, split, and slider. He started the year with the 4-seam curveball and switched as of July. He switched to a fastball slider to get a harder breaking ball, and walks and home runs really have been a bit of an issue for him throughout the year. This is brought to you by SEPTA. SEPTA is the Philly way to go.
Well, we're ready to go here on a Sunday morning in Washington, D.C. Mitchell Parker's first pitch is on the way, and it misses a little bit high for ball one, and we are underway right on time at 11:35. 85 degrees here on a Sunday morning, the 1-0. And Turner takes up high. It's 2 balls and no strikes. $11:35. Good morning, Stock. How are you?
Don't ask, man. This is crazy.
2-0 count. And the pitch. And that's down low. Normally, you're not even through your first cup of Starbucks by now.
And I still am not through my first cup of Starbucks. Working on it. 11:35 start. Just the other day, we were boarding buses to catch a flight here at that time.
That's right. 3-0 to Turner. Here's the pitch from Parker. And he takes it's up high, ball 4, a leadoff walk. And walks have certainly been lacking for the Phils offense here on this road trip, which the Phillies need a win today to secure a winning road trip. It would be a split of this series, but a winning trip overall. The longest road trip of the year for the Phillies. Here's Kyle Schwarber. As Schwarber stands in against Parker. First pitch on the way. He takes it, and that one misses up high. And he's missed on his first 5 pitches today. Paul DeYoung at first base holding the bag, with Turner leading away. Jose Tena at second. He is in the hole. C.J. Abrams, the shortstop, shaded up the middle. The pitch, and it's up high. And it's 2-0. Over at third, Brady House. He's basically playing in the shortstop hole, in a couple of steps off the outfield dirt. In the outfield, it's Lyle in left, Hassel in center, Cruz in right, Millis behind the plate. A 2-0 count on Schwarber. And the pitch he takes, and it's finally a strike for Mitchell Parker.
Nice to see the Phils here jump up early. It's been an issue the first inning for Mitchell Parker most of the season. He's had a hard time getting out of the first and second inning without giving up runs.
2 balls and a strike. Turner leaning over there at first. The pitch. Schwarber takes, and that one top of the zone strike called. And Schwarber with some words for Jacob Metz, the plate umpire today.
We don't have a Roku TV. Does that mean we can't get the game in here?
I don't know. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's a terrible picture anyways.
Just got to roll with today, man. Just roll with it. Pound out a bunch of hits for the guys.
Count even, 2-2. And Parker ready to pitch. Schwarber swings and fouls it at the plate.
Somebody asked me today the earliest game that I can remember ever playing in, and it's the 12:30 Businessman Special, probably in Philadelphia, which would be, an hour later. But man, it just seems different when you're getting at the park at 8 versus 9, or tougher.
4:30.
4:30.
2-2. Here's a swing and a shot lined into center, but coming on for it, Hassel. He'll make the catch. Boy, that was a rocket. But Robert Hassel III in center coming in to make the play, and there's one gone.
Kyle had one yesterday similar, at 108-mile-an-hour fastball, or exit velocity off the bat. It's just you got to keep staying on the barrel, try to keep your chin up and hit the ball hard and not force the issue. That ball was ripped, and that's what you're trying to do at the plate. Be happy with that.
Here's Bryce Harper. Harper 3 for 13 in this series thus far. Same defensive alignment on the infield for Harper. Swings and misses at the first pitch. A curveball from Parker. 7 and 13 on the year, a 5.55 ERA. The left-hander born in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where he grew up, went to high school. The 0-1 and a swing and a miss. And 2 to count. Harper again using the Players Weekend styled bats. Everybody's got their special bats designed in general. Most of them seem like by their kids. Though 0-2 is slapped foul as he just spoiled that pitch to stay alive. Alec Bohm standing in the on-deck circle. Bohm back in the big leagues after a stay on the injured list. Harper down to the count. Turner waiting at first. The pitch is up high. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mentioned Jacob Metz behind home plate. Emil Jimenez at first. The crew chief Doug Eddings, he's out at second today. And over at third base, Gabe Morales. Parker, shoulder high set, and delivers. And Harper swings and fouls it away. Out of play on the third base side.
Joe Parker is a very big guy on the mound, a little cumbersome getting around the hill and so forth. Surprisingly, it's very tough to steal on him. He has a unique little slide step. All season long, he has not given up a lot of stolen bases.
1 ball and 2 strikes in the pitch. And that one just missed. Up and away. Ball 2, 2-2. Harper sitting on 19 homers, 53 runs batted in. Parker ready. And his 2-2. It's down and away. Harper, though, over his last 11 games, he has only 7 hits. He's 7 for 45. Now 5 of the 7 hits are for extra bases, but that's a 156 batting average in that span. Count is full, and the 3-2. Turner going, and the pitch is outside for ball 4. And Drew Millis with a good throw into second. They thought they might have had a called third strike there, but I think Jacob Metz missed that one. I think that should have been a strike. Yeah.
That's okay.
Well, that'll bring up Alec Bohm. Bohm back in the starting lineup after a week spent with the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs on rehab assignment. Bohm has one of those pencil bats up there at home plate.
Could almost say he was penciled in the lineup today.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's early, man.
The pitch. And Bohm swings, hits a bouncer to third, and it goes by Brady House. Bounds into left field. Turner coming around to score. In at third is Harper. And Brady House came in, maybe just took his eye off the ball that bounced right past his glove. And the Phillies are on the board. It's 1-0.
Now that has to be scored in air. He completely just misplayed this ball. He tried to come in to charge it thinking he could get the short hop and wasn't even close. And then instead of trying to block it with his body, he completely sideswiped at it.
And that's already his 5th error. Jim Hickey is going out to the mound. Mitchell Parker has not allowed a hit. He has not gotten many calls to go his way as far as balls and strikes go, but he's walked 2. Now the error, and the Phillies are on the board, and Nick Castellanos is coming to the plate.
Go back to that play with him at third base. That, to me, that's just not knowing that's Alec Bohm running. He could have easily have waited just a little bit for the big hop.
Still gotten 2, probably.
Yeah.
Instead, Castellanos with runners on the corners. No RBI there as Bohm reaches on the error by House. And Castellanos in the throes of a 1-for-36 drought in the pitch. Swing and a miss. That was right at the top of the zone. Castellanos, who had some good swings on Friday night, didn't start yesterday with the right-hander on the mound. 0-1 the count and the pitch. Swung on, fouled down the first base line into the camera well beyond the Nationals dugout.
2 swings for Nick, and he's a bit tardy right now. Both of those pitches by him.
It is before noon. I mean,
well, then started early.
Waking up.
Started early.
Turn it up a notch here, Nick. 0-2 the count. And Parker is ready to pitch. And it's down and in. Tried to get him a chase, a back foot slider. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Castellanos comes into the game, 252 average now with this long dry spell. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch swung on, lined at short, and it's taken on a hop. It's caught by Abrams, and he throws back to first, and Bohm going back to first gets hit in the back with the throw. And so Bohm is going to be safe. Bohm was kind of hung out to dry. That almost short hopped on Abrams, but he caught it right above the shoe tops and then was looking to find a runner off the base.
This is a smart play by Alec. He had a choice here. Does he slide or not? And he sees the ball coming at him. He makes the choice to just stay up.
Yeah, as he's
totally
running
legal.
back towards first, he's looking back over his right shoulder. So here is Harrison Bader and the pitch. And that one is in there for a called strike. And again, when we're up this high, that is the worst play to try to call, is whether that ball is on the ground or not. A low line drive. 0-1 the count. And the pitch. Bader swings, hits one high in the air to left, but it's playable. Lyle under it, shielding his eyes from the sun. He'll make the catch. And the side is retired. The Phillies get 1 run in the inning without a hit. There was an error, and 2 men were left. And we will head to the bottom of the first. It's the Phillies 1 and the Nationals.
It's a great night for baseball.
Right, Aaron Nola. Now, he had a tough start to the year, but, he's back now. He feels great. The injuries are good. 5 pitches, just to remind you, knuckle curveball, 4-seam, sinker, changeup, and cut. He uses all of them typically over 10% of the time. The thing for him, more specifically, first pitch strikes are huge for him. This is brought to you by Septas. Septas, the Philly way to go.
And Luis Garcia Jr. will lead off against him. Aaron Nola with his first big league pitch since the month of May, and it's on the way, and it's a strike called over the outside corner. And his return, of course, comes right on the heels of the news about Zach Wheeler yesterday. That was the move for the roster, Wheeler to the IL and Nola off of it, the 0-1 pitch. And a swing and a little line drive into right center field. That's going to be a base hit as Luis Garcia is aboard with a leadoff single. Phillies leading it 1-0 here in the bottom of the first as the Phillies score a run without the benefit of a base hit. Got to bring up C.J. Abrams, 266 hitter with 16 homers. Nola made 3 rehab assignment starts. And out of the stretch delivers the pitch. Misses down and in. He's working with Rafael Marchand behind the plate today. Marchand with some rather noticeable catcher's gear. The 1-0 after a long hold. Now the runner goes, and the pitch is taken high. Marchand with a throw, and he is safe at second base. Got a big jump at Garcia. And a stolen base for Garcia, his 10th. Marchand's throw was a strong one, but it was a little bit to the shortstop side of the bag, and Turner had to reach for the tag and couldn't get it there in time. So a man in scoring position as the Nats look to answer. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball fouled at the plate. Nola in his final couple of starts was really roughed up. It looked like he had maybe turned a corner, had 2 good starts, one at the end of April, one at the beginning of May, and then right before his start at Cleveland, he injured his ankle. 2-1 pitch on the way, and that one's down and in. And tried to pitch through it. He went 5 innings in Cleveland, giving up 4 runs, and then against the Cardinals in his next start at home, he gave up 9 runs on 12 hits in less than 4 innings of work. 3-1 offer, and a swing and a ground ball to first. Backhand Harper, he's got it. Underhand flip to Nola. That'll be out number 1, but down to third goes Garcia. And that'll bring up Paul DeYoung.
I think it'll be good for Aaron here just to get a couple outs, get the rhythm. I don't care how long you've been pitching or playing. He's the longest tenured, right? I think with the Phillies. And you come back after that long time off, you're going to have some nerves. You're going to be a bit anxious. Your adrenaline's going to be running hot.
Yeah, this is new ground for Nola, of course. He's been one of the most durable pitchers in all of Major League Baseball. As the Phillies are going to play the infield drawn in, Nola set up and then stepped off. Harper, feet on the grass. Stott the same. Turner just behind the cut of the grass. Bohm deep at third. And the pitch. Breaking ball. Swing and a miss by DeYoung. The only time Nola has ever experienced an extended stay on the injured list, he was still a very young pitcher as he missed the back half of the 2016 season. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball foul into the Phillies dugout. And that was a different circumstance given that he went through the offseason, went to spring training healthy. It was just like starting a brand new season. Here he's parachuting back into a season with his team obviously in the thick of the playoff race. No balls, 2 strikes. Nola ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And a big one there for Aaron Nola, his first of the game. And his 1,832nd all-time. He is 12 away from getting to Cole Hamels and his mark, tying him for 3rd place in Phillies history. Now the infield can back up. Bohm plays in on the grass, just to the edge of the grass on Dalen Lyle. The left-handed batter takes outside ball 1.
lineup for Washington today is an interesting lineup. A lot of young players, of course, the whole team is, but they also have a lot of guys that can really fly fast.
1-0 the count, runner at third, 1-0 Phillies. And the pitch to Lyle is swung on, popped up. Left side of the infield, Turner is calling for it. And in shallow left, he'll make the catch. And Aaron Nola works around the leadoff hit and the stolen base. And he's got a scoreless inning under his belt so far in his return. We'll go to the second, 1-0 Phillies. Raleigh.
Oh, going to be all about the big dumper.
No doubt.
Yeah.
They'll be in Philly tomorrow, and so will we. Or I will. I don't know about you.
Well, I'll be in the general area.
It's Weston Wilson, and he takes high ball one. It's 1-0. Phillies have the lead without a hit. Here as we start the second inning. Phillies looking forward to getting back home after this long 10-day trip. The 1-0. And Wilson takes, and that one misses. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. The Seattle Mariners in for 3. An off day, and then these very same Washington Nationals for 3 next weekend. The windup and the 2-0 delivery. And Wilson takes down and in. Weston Wilson still here. Obviously, Otto Kemp optioned back to AAA today to make room for Alec Bohm. They want Otto Kemp to get some at-bats, some regular playing time, get back into a groove, play every day. 3-0 pitch to Wilson, and he's taking. And it's in there for a strike.
Oh, I think it's a good move. I mean, Otto was tearing it up down there in all the minor leagues, each year the years that he's been here. But he comes up here, he's struggling a little bit. It's hard to figure it out up here. Go down, the game slows down a little bit.
3-1 pitch. And Wilson swings, hits one to third, down to a knee. Brady House fields it, and he'll throw to first to get Wilson. There's one away. Wilson remains as the right-handed bench option, and obviously a similar profile to Otto Kemp in terms of the positions they can use him at. Second, third, outfield. Wilson with a little more speed maybe than Otto Kemp. Bryson Stott starts today against the lefty. Parker's splits are somewhat even versus lefties and righties. The pitch is up high for a ball. Both lefties and righties hit .273 against him. And in fact, lefties have a little bit better power production against him, obviously in fewer at-bats. The 1-0, and that one is a strike called. 1-1 the count. Stott hitting .239 on the season. And the pitch. Swing and a foul. Off the catcher, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stott now 2 for his last 13. He's 1 for 7 in this series. The 1-2 from Parker. Swung on, fouled away.
Yeah, Bryson's, he's been better. The only thing that he just hasn't been able to get a grasp on is getting on top of the baseball to left field the opposite way. Still kind of gets underneath the ball. Now, to me, he loves to be down on the knob of the bat when he swings.
1-2 again, and that one misses up high.
He just, I know I've asked him before about maybe just choking up a tad, and he goes, the last time I did that, I hit it off the end of the bat. I'm not doing it again. I'm like, okay. But you can also, if you get down to that bottom of that, way down there, it can be tough to get on top.
2-2. And a swing, and he slaps it foul out of play. Third base side. Definitely not quite as robust a crowd here today as we saw either of the last 2 days. They're all hiding out in the shade somewhere. Some high wispy clouds, but abundant sunshine here on a Sunday. The pitch is up high. And it's a full count, 3-2.
He's already at 37 pitches.
Left-hander with the wind in the 3-2 delivery. And that misses outside, ball 4. He's already walked 3 batters today. That puts a man on for Rafael Marchand. Phillies had to make one more roster move in addition to the ones we've talked about. They had to make some space on their 40-man, and they did that by releasing outfielder Cal Stevenson today. There's Marchand, and he takes down low, ball 1.
So you mentioned you'll be back in Philly. It'll be Larry Anderson will be back, and I feel like I owe Larry an apology. And yesterday I accidentally put Larry in the grave. I think I had said something we were talking about. I was talking about some stuff that Caleb and I were chatting about, and I had said, boy, Larry's just going to roll in his grave. And I'm like, wait a minute.
That's when I said, what? Is he okay? What happened?
He's fine.
Pitch is down low to Marchand. The rumors of his demise have been greatly exaggerated.
I'm sorry, Larry. Although he is getting ready, I think, for a wedding. So maybe he'd be like, I'm okay with that. Yeah.
2-0. And a swing and a ground ball to third. Another tough hop for House. He handles this one. Fires to second one. The throw to first. And it can't be dug out by DeYoung. And it bounds into the camera well. And that's going to give Marchand the extra base, as he was safe at first. But the overthrow goes out of play. So Marchand will go to second.
It's interesting. So the middle infield for the Nationals, those 10 of Abrams today, have thrown the ball to first base and made a mistake. The mistake is the same, and I pick it up right away. They're both lobbing the baseball. Like, throw the darn thing. If you're in there and you're turning a double play, don't want to slow up your arm when you're spinning the double play.
Here's Turner. He swings and lines it to left. That's a base hit. Marchand coming around third. They put the stop sign up as Lyle with a throw home. And Trey Turner with his 9th hit of the series. But the Phillies can't get that runner home. It's their first hit of the day. Almost produced already their second run. Instead, it'll be runners on the corners and Schwarber coming up. I actually thought Dusty was going to try to send him, but
I honestly think it was probably the right move. I mean, Marchand would have been out. Just doesn't have the speed. He just doesn't.
Well, now Schwarber, who hit it hard but for an out his first time. 2 outs here, 1-0 Phillies. Turner leads at first. The pitch. Schwarber swings, rips it into right. That's a base hit. It'll score 1. Turner around second on his way to third. He'll stop there. And Kyle Schwarber with an RBI single gives the Phillies a 2-0 lead. RBI number 102 on the season for Schwarber.
So now you go back to the hold with Marchand and how good of a move that was with Dusty, because he knows who's coming up. Maybe if it's somebody who's not hot, maybe if Kepler's coming up or Castellanos, not to be on those guys, but they're just having a tough time, well, then maybe you send them, and that's a good job by Dusty at third base.
So now they're on the corners, and Harper coming up for the second time. Harper walked his first time up. Parker with a stretch in the pitch. Harper swings and fouls one. Out of play left side. House gave it a look, but it's into the seats. Bryce has gone to a different bat for Players Weekend here. He's got gone back to a baby blue model down there. Two-tone bat, but the barrel is baby blue. But he doesn't have the wand, the Wizard's wand up there this time. 0-1, and it's up high. And Harp can be a little particular with his bats, and doesn't stay with one very long if it isn't getting a bunch of hits. 1-1 the count. Parker's pitch swung on, fouled back into the screen.
I don't know if the word then is particular. Like, it seems like he'll just grab one out of the...
He does. He'll use other players' bats all the time. So I'm not even... I don't have the time to get the list of everybody's multiple Players Weekend weapons they got down there. The pitch. Harper swings, shoots one up the middle. That one is a base hit just out of the reach of the shortstop's glove and into center field. In to score is Turner. It's 3-0 Phillies. Schwarber around to third base. Boy, that thing was just floating in the air, straight back over the middle, and headed for center field. And Abrams reaching for it. It was just out of his grasp. And we'll get another visit from Jim Hickey, the pitching coach. RBI 54 for Harper.
What's funny about Harp, we were just talking about the bat, using a different bat. He got a base hit, which is great. But Bryce, where I think he's really particular, if he didn't like the swing, or if it wasn't like off the wall, or then he'll be like, no, I didn't like that one, I'll go to a different one. Canseco used to do that, Jose. Hit a ball off the wall for a double, and he'd be so ticked off. It's just, I got to get the ball out of the ballpark. I'm like, dude, you just hit a rocket off the wall. That doesn't work for me. Okay.
The Nationals already have a right-hander, Jackson Rutledge, up in the bullpen. Parker's fast approaching 50 pitches with 2 outs here in the second inning. And Alec Boehm coming up. Boehm, who is in the cleanup spot today, he had actually been there 10 of the last 11 games leading into the break, or leading into his injury. Parker delivers, and the pitch is up and in for ball one. And the Phils in the cleanup spot without Boehm, 255, 2 homers, 9 runs batted in since he went out of the lineup. But Boehm, his numbers out of the cleanup spot this year have not been good. The 1-0 and a swing and a bouncer foul. Boehm this year in 18 games as the cleanup hitter is batting 179. And he's not alone. I mean, the Phillies ranked 23rd in baseball in RBI from their cleanup spot. 1-1 the count, the pitch. And it's down low. 2 balls and a strike. We owe you a station identification. We'll get that if we can here. Phillies are up 3-0. We're in the second inning. Parker ready, and it's 2-1. And that one is inside. It's 3-1. Bowman went 3 for 21 on his rehab assignment. Had a home run and a triple, but 3-1 the count. Parker's pitch swung on, hit in the air, deep left field. Lyle going back, looking up, it's gone into the bullpen, and welcome back Alec Bohm with a 3-run home run to open it up here in the second. His 9th home run of the season. Phillies lead 6-0 in the second inning. And that will be the end of the day for Mitchell Parker.
Well, there's some energy. Attaboy, Alec Bohm.
Parker departs. We've got a pitching change timeout brought to you by Pennington Grass Seed, official partner of the Phillies ground crew. Back in a moment on the Phillies Radio Network.
It's officially summertime, and nothing says summer like a ball game, the sizzle of the grill, and the official hot dog of the Phillies, Hatfield Franks. From the bank to your own backyard, Hatfield Pork is the MVP of game day. Don't strike out with anything less. Load up your plate, put pork on your fork, and bring home the taste of...
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Board Station.
With Kevin Stocker, I'm Scott Fransky with you on this Sunday afternoon here in Washington, D.C. Phillies with a 6-0 lead here on the strength of a 5-run second inning. And Rutledge will take over for Parker. He's 1-2 with a .633 earned run average. And the pitch to Nick Castellanos is a strike over the outside corner. Bohm, the home run, his 9th of the season. Now up to 45 runs batted in. The pitch. And a swing at a broken bat roller, third base side, in foul territory. And Castellanos needs a new stick.
Look what we got over here. A Roku TV.
Wow, that is a much better picture.
Yes. For those that don't know, we had a big TV in here, but we could not see anything. Now it's a small TV that we can see.
Useful?
Yeah.
The pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did. Castellanos strikes out. That'll do it for the Phillies. But they score 5 times in the inning. They do it with 4 hits. There was an error as well, and nobody left. We're going to the bottom of the second. Phillies lead 6-0.
Hey, Fightin' Phils fans, every time the Phillies strike out 10 or more batters in a home game, you score with BetMGM. That's right, you'll get a $5 casino bonus every week to play Philadelphia Phillies Slingo, exclusively on BetMGM, proud partner of the Philadelphia Phillies and an official gaming partner of Major League Baseball.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion!
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings only on MLB Network.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It'll be Dylan Cruz to lead it off, fellow LSU product. And Nola delivers, and the pitch is a called strike. You go back in that top of the inning, the would-be double play ball, not turned. You can't assume the double play, so the error which advanced Marchand doesn't lead to any unearned runs. The pitch is in there for a called strike. All the runs are earned in that inning, but with Marchand at the plate, that's a double play the Nationals have to turn.
Correct.
And the Phillies took full advantage with 4 straight hits. Single, 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 and then the home run by Bohm. 0-2 the count on Cruz. Here's the pitch from Nola. And that's down low. Cruz batting 198. Here in an injury-shortened season for him. The windup and the 1-2 pitch from Nola. Breaking ball misses down and away. 2-2 the count. Nola faced the Nats here on a Sunday afternoon in March. 3rd game of the season. Gave up 5 runs in 5 1/3. Phillies lost that day 5-1. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 away.
Terrific pitch. And that's, Aaron is basically a guy that's built around precision, right? He's not going to overpower anybody. And you go back to some of the stats, and I hate to do it, but it's true, his velocity was down a little bit, but the curveball batting average against him was the highest that has ever been in his career. He just didn't have the backdoor sinker working, didn't have the changeup working.
Here is Jose Tena at a big swing, no contact on a first pitch cutter. Tena hitting .243, no homers, 15 runs batted in. Nola winds and deals, and the pitch is up high. Nola, 4th all-time in Phillies history in strikeouts. He's 6th in games started, 7th in wins, 9th in innings pitched. He is fast closing in on Cole Hamels on the strikeout charts. The pitch swung on and now tipped into the mitt of Marchand. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count on Jose Tena. Nola into the windup. Here's the pitch. And that one just missed inside. before the injury. Nola's strikeout rate was actually a little bit higher than it was last year, but pretty well in line with some career norms. Here's the windup and the 2-2. Strike three called. Backdoor breaking ball. Got him looking. And there's back-to-back strikeouts for Aaron Nola.
It's a good sign. Breaking ball working. I was talking about that batting average. Coming into the game, it was .310 against his curveball this year. Then you look back at his career, the next highest was .221. That's a huge gap in his best pitch.
Here's Drew Millis, backup catcher, and he swings and fouls one back and out of play. He's kind of been up and down, mostly in the minors over the last few years, but he has been with the Nats at some point each of the last 3 seasons. Former 7th round pick by Oakland, the 0-1. And it's a breaking ball down and in. Switch hitter stands in from the left side. It's 6-0 here. Phillies lead at the bottom of the second. Here's the windup and the 1-1. Swing and a miss. I mean, numbers like that you just pointed out, I mean, it leads you really kind of scratching your head and thinking, well, what am I doing so differently that all of a sudden the numbers jump like that on one particular pitch?
One pitch. I think, well, it's command. His command, whether or not it was, I think it became the ankle and then the injuries. You try to pitch around the pain and the fatigue, so you throw it a little bit different. You tend to put balls in the middle of the plate.
The windup and the 1-2 pitch. Fouled away.
You look at Zach Wheeler when, the last few weeks with his velocity down, so you try to compensate if you're tired or dead arm. As a hitter, you try to compensate with using more upper body, and then you roll over because you're changing.
The 1-2 again. And it's fouled off again, this time on the first base side. Now that's .333 average, no homers. He has 4 doubles, limited playing time. He's 13 for 39 in total at the plate this year. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Trying to put away the Nats catcher, and the pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled off again. Windup. The 1-2. Swung on, hit in the air, left field. Easy play. Wilson coming in and towards the line. He's there. He's got it. And there's a shutdown inning for Aaron Nola here in the bottom of the second. 1-2-3 go the Nationals, and we'll go to the third. 6-0 Phillies.
When someone's AC is on the fritz or drains are just not draining at all, like at all, Horizon Services never asks, how soon do you need it fixed? You know why? Because no one in recorded history has ever said, oh, take your time, just whenever you can get to it.
The Off Base Podcast is on. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs for all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast. Listen on Spotify and Apple. Sunday mornings, 11 Eastern. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from around the league. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by the all-star lineup of Chevy trucks. Listen on Spotify and Apple. Sunday mornings, 11:30 Eastern.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Caesar cutlet sandwich.
Okay. Here's Harrison Bader leading off, and the first pitch from Rutledge is swung on and missed. And it's 0-1. Phillies leading it 6-0 here in the third inning. Bader flied to left his first time up. The pitch. And a swing and a line drive into left field. That'll be a base hit for Bader leading off here in the inning.
Now that I look at that read, and it's Liberty Kitchen. Liberty was the name of the wine that I had yesterday out of a little box. It looked good in the cooler. It was Liberty Cab, and it was like a box, like a milk container.
You've sunk to stock. You're in the big leagues. Look, you don't need to drink.
I'm telling you, pal. I looked in that cooler and it was screaming at me.
Here is the pitch to Wilson, and he grounds it foul on the third base side.
Maybe that was a last-minute decision. Travel. There's been a lot of stuff going on. I was like, okay.
Yeah. It has been quite a week for the Phillies as a team, organization. 0-1 the count. The pitch is down and away for a ball. And our best wishes go out to Zach Wheeler and his family. I mean, what a scary thing to hear about as we walked out here after the game and got the news. And obviously the players had found out yesterday, early in the morning, or in the morning at some point. There's a breaking ball down and away. Before they went and took the field, they were all aware of what was going on, and a lot of them had sent text messages and whatnot to Zach. Zach was making his way back to Philadelphia today for more evaluations tomorrow and this week coming up. The 2-1 pitch swung on, popped up, and this is over on the first base side. Foul ground to Young, going after it, but that'll be into the seats. And for those guys down there, obviously, they spend a lot of their lives alongside a guy like Zach Wheeler, and good friends, many relationships built up, and they immediately, I mean, for them the focus becomes he and his health and his family. And snap throw over to first, diving back in is Bader. A left-hander is loosening in the Nationals bullpen, as they're going to have to piece this together today. You had the Johan Duran situation the night before. 2-2. Swinging a ground ball foul again. You had the travel situation the other day, which, that's peanuts in comparison. I mean, that's just a logistical nightmare, and a lot of guys working on a lack of sleep. And so, you're permitted to grab box wine, I guess, if you need to.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that permission.
It's a swing and a miss. Now, I got to ask you, if let's say Brooke was here with you, and you had run out and come back with box wine for her, what would her reaction be?
Okay, so first of all, that would never happen. You know that. She's a gamer, man.
Yeah.
Okay. If that's what we had, then
Here's Stott, and he pulls one into right. There's a base hit. Bader will stop at second. Stott, first ball swinging. Doesn't do that a whole lot. Certainly has gotten a little more aggressive lately. And turns on that one there. 2 on, 1 out. Marchand coming up.
Got Marchand now. He's going to be from the left side of the plate, which is where I really like Rafael versus the right side. He already deals with a little bit of slowness in his bat. He doesn't have the quickest bat speed, and I think from the left side, though, it's a little quicker.
The pitch he takes, and that's outside for a ball, 1-0.
We just we are not complete wine snobs. I mean,
okay.
No, I mean we open things to drink them, but
I'm guessing if she was here, you wouldn't have ventured out to a rando pizza place and gotten boxed.
Probably not.
Yeah.
No.
1-0 pitch, and that one is a strike on the inside corner.
Just so those people that are listening know, too, it's not like a box of wine. I didn't drink like an entire 30-liter thing of wine. It was like the size of a school lunch box of juice or something.
1-1, and a swing and a pop-up. Left side of the infield fly rule called, and catch made by House in on the grass. Yeah, it wasn't the big giant.
No.
2 gone, and here's Trey Turner. Phillies lead 6-0. Third inning. And Turner with a base hit and a walk. 2 runs scored. His 2 trips to the plate. The pitch. It's in for a called strike. And Trey, it happens quietly over a few days. So 1 hit here, 1 hit there. And then all of a sudden, he had the game Thursday night with the 3 infield hits. He wasn't hitting the ball hard, but he was collecting hits. And here's a swing and a line drive into right center field. There's another hit for Turner. Around third, Bader. They'll wave him to the plate. Here's the throw, and he is out at home plate. Oh, what a throw from Cruz and right. I mean, he guns down Harrison Bader. The Phillies will double check. They won't challenge. And the Phillies turned away here in the third. No runs, 3 hits, and 2 left. We'll go to the bottom of the third. It's 6-0 Phillies.
Hi, this is JT Realmuto from your Philadelphia Phillies. For style and affordability, right off the bat, check out Chevy Trax. With 5 trims starting under $26,000.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
A showstopper.
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit them.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues. Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
As he guns down Harrison Bader for the final out. 95.4 mile per hour, the arm strength metric on Dylan Cruz there. Here's Brady House, and he takes the first pitch from Aaron Nola in for a strike. House, Hassel, and Garcia do up here against Nola, with the Phillies up 6-0. Nola with a wind in the 0-1 pitch. Swinging a foul off the end of the bat. First base side. Nola down to the minors, made 3 rehab appearances. And over those 3 starts, combined for a 2.19 ERA. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 4th strikeout of the day for Nola. He had 17 strikeouts in his 12 1/3 down in the minors, and apparently was, I say apparently and also not surprised, Nola paid for a great spread when he was there, and they were at home at Lehigh Valley. And all the reports were he was the ultimate teammate down there, which surprises exactly no one.
Right.
Pitch is down and away. He stuck around for the whole game to support the rest of the team, which not everybody does when they make their rehab start. They might just finish it up and get out of there. The 1-0, and that's outside. He took the bus when he could have flown. They went to Buffalo. He was an iron pig.
He was
just part of the team.
He was a pig. I like it.
2-0 pitch. And a swing and a line drive over the leap of Stott into right field for a base hit. And Hassel is aboard.
How long was that bus ride? Do you have any idea?
I don't.
Okay. Lehigh to where was it again?
Buffalo. I got to think 5. I don't know if they bust straight there or if they were. I really don't know.
It's okay. Trying to look it up. I'm sure everybody will let me know in a minute. But
1 out, 1 on. Here's Garcia. Garcia singled to center his first time up. Nola out of the stretch, delivers. And the pitch is bunted, foul, over on the third base side. They had Bohm way back at third base. 0-1 the count.
Yeah, it's no joke. It's just an easy 5:20, 5 hours and 20-minute little bus ride. I wonder what he served them for, what he had for dinner. Think they had any boxed wine for the guys? I doubt it.
Runner goes. The pitch is slapped into left. There's a base hit. Hassel around second. He's on his way to third. Wilson's throw will go to second base as he'll hold Garcia at first. The Nats with runners on the corners here with 2 hits in a row.
Creating movement. Miguel Cairo, the manager, the interim manager, this is the kind of stuff that he thrives on. He likes these little guys, and he understands their ability, and he will get them moving, a little hit-and-run action.
How to bring up C.J. Abrams. Abrams 3 for 19 now, lifetime against Nola. Phillies looking to turn 2 on the infield. And the pitch, slide step, and it's smashed foul. Hooked that one foul down the first base side. Nothing had won the count. A look at third. And Nola long set. Now the pitch. There's a strike called. And outside of Paul DeYoung, who waits on deck, nothing but youth on this lineup for the Nats. Paul DeYoung, the oldest, he's 32. Drew Millis, the backup catcher, next in line at 27 in this current lineup today. Josh Bell, obviously, older. He's the oldest, as he just turned 33. But the offensive core that they kind of investing in here the final 2 months. 0-2. Just missed inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. These guys are all not only in their 20s, but in their early 20s in most cases. One ball, 2 strikes. The stretch, the pitch. It's up high.
And if you think about it on a practical sense, you have to be 25 years old to rent a car. So a lot of these guys, if they go anywhere, I mean, they're not able to do that.
They probably prefer a scooter anyways.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
2-2. Fouled back over the screen. Nationals after this one go to New York, then go to Philly, and then they go back to New York.
Oh, so is it Yankees Mets or something?
Correct.
Different?
In fact, the Nationals will be playing the Yankees while the Phillies are playing the Mets in New York. Here's a swing and a line drive into center. Coming on for it, Bader. He won't get it. It's a base hit. And the Nationals are on the board. C.J. Abrams with a low line drive base hit to center. And it's now 6-1 Phillies. Hassel scores easily. Stopping at second was Garcia. And here comes Caleb Cotham to have a word with Nola, who figures to be let loose to 85, 90 pitches today, assuming he pitches well.
Well, he's given up 3 straight singles.
And it looked like he was really cognizant of Garcia, who had stolen the base on him the time before, and employing that slide step a bunch.
Yeah, 3 singles on 3 different pitches. And that just tells me if it's 3 different pitches, I mean, he's got a little off balance, just has to get the ball down, leaving it up a little bit.
Now DeYoung struck out his first time up. 6-1 ball game. 2 on, 1 out. Nola, the stretch, and the pitch to DeYoung. He takes, and it's down and away, ball 1.
I saw that today DeYoung is playing first base for the first time in his career. He hasn't played first base.
Not once?
Not once. Last time was Little League, he said.
1-0 pitch. And that's way outside. Tries another cutter, and he misses even worse with that one.
Yeah, he said the last time he played first was in Little League, and the only reason he did that was because the day that they were out there, he was the only one that could really catch the baseball on the team.
2-0 pitch. And that one's a breaking ball off the plate away. And it's 3 balls and no strikes. And Nola working himself into some trouble here. 3 straight hits, and now a 3-0 count on DeYoung, who's playing for his 6th team in the last 3 years. 3-0 pitch. Missed. Down and away, ball 4. The bases are loaded. First walk of the game issued by Nola. Well, big spot here. Phillies have a big lead, but Dalen Lyle could change all of that. He homered earlier in the series. It's his only hit thus far. The pitch. He takes a curve, and it's a strike over the outside corner. 0-1 the count. Nola out of the stretch with the bases full. Here's the pitch. Swung on, line down the right field line. That's going to be a base hit. 1 run will score. 2 runs are coming home. As Abrams scores standing up, throw goes to second base. And the trailing runner DeYoung will go into third. And it's now a 6-3 ball game as the Nationals have cut the lead in half. 5 straight base runners reaching here against Nola.
And that was on a cutter. So now he's given up the 4 hits, all of those hits on a different pitch, each one.
Well, Nola had given up 1 hit to the first 8 hitters, had struck 4 of the 8 out. And the pitch, swinging a bouncing ball, fair. Past Bohm, down the line. Another run is home. And that ball picked up along the line by Wilson. They are waving the trailing runner to the plate, and Lyle will score. And it's now a 6-5 ball game on a double by Cruz. Here in the bottom of the third, the Nats wake up and the Phillies are calling the bullpen.
Quite sure what happened here with the trail runner. I thought Wes Wilson does a nice job to cut it off. I think Trey went out to be the cutoff man and was surprised that the trail runner Lyle was going to score. So he wasn't quite fully ready yet to receive the baseball. They might have had a little bit better chance at home.
So now the tying run is out at second base. And Nola, the stretch and the pitch. Breaking ball, that's down low. So all these young Nationals hitters, maybe, they're not much more than old teenagers. They slept in, they needed a little later start time, I guess. As they're awake now. Tanner Banks is loosening up in the Phillies bullpen. Eighth man to bat in the inning, Jose Tena, the 1-0. And that one is in there for a strike. One and one. Nola looks at second. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, right field. Castellanos to the gap, won't get it. It's a base hit. Game will be tied. Into second goes Tena. It's a double, and it's 6-6 here in the bottom of the third. And here comes Rob Thompson. That is it for Nola in his return to the mound. And man, did that ever change quickly.
Sure did. Hitting is contagious, and something got into these guys. And keep in mind, these are not like soft, broken bat type hits. I mean, they are on the barrel and all over Aaron.
Pitching change here in the third. Tanner Banks is coming on as Aaron Nola departs. A disappointing day here in D.C. It is 6-6 back after this on the Phillies radio network.
The pros know nobody beats FW.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an eighth inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a
Aaron Nola got the first out in the third inning, but 7 straight Nationals have reached base. 6 have scored, and it's a 6-6 ball game here in the bottom of the third. Tanner Banks takes over for Nola, who lasts only 2 1/3. giving up 6 runs, 7 hits. His property out at second base. Banks delivers to Drew Millis, and he swings at the first pitch and pops it up. It's out of play. Well, that changed in a hurry, didn't it?
It did. Really did.
0-1 the count. Banks with the pitch, and it's up high.
Yeah, and you had to go get him. I think, Rob, the game now tied. The bullpen for the Nats, other than Ferreira back there, they're really young, really inexperienced. Keep it 6-6. The offense should be able to score some runs.
1-1, and a ground ball foul down the first baseline. Well, should be, but...
Well, I know. Yeah, the offense has been really scuffling.
Millis popped out to left to end the second inning. Banks, the 1-2. Runner goes for third. The pitch is taken. The throw to third. He is safe at third base. Bohm a little slow to get over there.
He didn't see it at all. I think Alec didn't even see him. Usually as a third baseman, or if you're up the middle and you're stealing second, either way, you have to peek as an infielder. Alec had no idea he was running.
Now the Phillies play the infield in. All 4 to the edge of the grass. 2-2 the count on Millis. Stolen base for Tena, his third. Here's the kick and the pitch. It's inside. Counts full. And Brady House, who made the first out of the inning, he's waiting on deck. Banks ready. And the left-hander. Long set. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
That's a big strikeout right there.
Well, now we'll see if the young third baseman coming up here, Brady House, started the inning with a strikeout against Nola. Turned out it would be the last out he got. The pitch is in for a strike. Oh, 0-1 the count. Banks this year inherited 18 base runners. 8 have scored as the pitch is outside. He's been a valuable piece of that pen all season long. Durable, bounces back quickly, pitches in any situation. 1-1. Swung on, line towards second, diving stop, Stott. He's up with it, throws to first, pulls Harper off the bag, but he'll come off the bag and tag Brady House, and that does it for Washington. They do score 6 runs in the inning, and they do it on a total of 6 hits. They leave a man, and we're going to the 4th inning, a new ball game. It's 6-6.
Baseball season is in full swing, and
And we've got a late change at second base, and I mean the actual base of second. Groundskeeper just ran out, and they swapped out second base, the bag.
I wonder what the first one did wrong.
Schwarber 1 for 2 with an RBI as he drove in a run with a single his last time up. Poulin delivers, and the pitch is taken. That's a called strike. Kyle Schwarber with 43 home runs on the season. He's homered in 40 different games. He's got 3 multiple home run games. So he's homered in 40 different games this year. The pitch swung on, popped up, and this is third base side. And Brady House into foul territory is under it. He'll make the catch. There's out number 1. So that means in 83 games this year, he has not hit a home run. Now, when he doesn't hit a home run, the Phillies are 3 games under 500. They're 40 and 43. When he does hit a home run, the Phillies have a .750 winning percentage. They are 30 and 10 if Schwarber hits at least 1 homer. Here's Harper. And Poulin delivers, and the pitch is fouled off of Harper's foot all the way out to second. So it's pretty obvious. A big difference when Schwarber homers. The Phillies generally win, and that number, that winning percentage since the All-Star break has gone up even higher. As since the All-Star break, the Phillies are 9 and 2 when Schwarber hits a home run. They are 6 and 10 when he doesn't.
It's a pretty remarkable stat. You dug in there pretty good.
Harper needs another minute more. He's got a third different bat for his third at-bat today. Oh, 0-1 the count. And the pitch. It's outside. This one is a shark. What is that? What is?
It's a shark.
Teeth?
Yeah, it's a shark.
Okay. Here's the 1-1, and it's down and away.
So I'm still kind of grasping some of the numbers. So 40 games he's hit a home run.
40 different games he's homered in, and the Phillies are 30 and 10 when he homers.
But he has 43 on the season.
Yeah.
So you tell me he's got a ton of solo shots?
No.
What am I missing?
Pitches in there for a called strike. I'm telling you, 3 times he's had 2 homers in the same game.
Just 3 times. Okay.
So it doesn't matter if he hit 1 home run or 7 home runs in that game. The point is he homered in that game and they won the game or lost the game.
Right.
2-2. And that's down and away. I think what it says about the Phillies, in particular since the All-Star break, is that if he doesn't homer, they don't generally win.
Well, yeah. Hence the MVP talk.
Correct.
For sure.
3-2 pitch. Harper fouls it down the left side out of play. I mean, an .818 winning percentage when he does hit a home run, or a .375 winning percentage when he doesn't. I mean, a .375 winning percentage is worse than the Pittsburgh Pirates, the Athletics. Next pitch is a called third strike. Harper goes down on strikes. A worse winning percentage than the Washington Nationals, for instance. When he doesn't hit a home run, they're not winning. Right. And that number is, it's basically 500 for the year, but since the break, it's been amplified even more.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Bohm, who homered his last time up. And Poulin's pitch swung on, line towards center. It's falling, and that's going to drop for a base hit. And Alec Bohm with 2 hits today, in his return to the lineup. That brings up Nick Castellanos. Again, they've had a right-hander loosening up, and Miguel Cairo is coming out and going to make a change here as they'll go to the righty to face Castellanos. So pitching change here in the fourth. 6-6 ball game. We're back in a moment on the Phillies Radio Network.
When it's time to sell your home, you hope your agent knows the market, timing, pricing, interest rates.
Fourth inning. And Nick Castellanos facing Orlando Ribalta, who checks into the game with a .593 earned run average. Ribalta, his 12th big league appearance of the year. Facing Nick Castellanos with Bohm aboard at first base. And Ribalta ready. Here's the pitch. Castellanos swings, hits it in the air, deep down the left field line. Long run by Lyle. He will not get it. It one hops over the fence. It's a ground rule double, which will cost the Phillies a run. Bohm will have to stop at third base, but Nick Castellanos, who had just one hit in his last 38 at-bats, it was a single up the middle off the glove of the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz in Cincinnati. He's got an extra base hit here, a double down the left field line.
Ball carried a long ways for hitting it down on the label. That ball got way in on Nick.
Now Bader with 2 men in scoring position, and he takes a little bit wide, ball one.
Each day you and I have come here, the grounds crew soaks the warning track to puddles, and it's still hard as a rock.
1-0 the count. Ribalta delivers in the pitch. Bader takes down low. Wilson waiting on deck. Bader had a single his last time up. He's 1 for 2 on the day. 2 balls, no strikes. Ribalta kicks the pitch, and it's taken low. It's 3-0. Bader, who had a chance to extend the lead in the first, flied out with 2 men on. 3-0 count here. And Ribalta ready, the pitch. He takes high and wide, ball 4. Wasn't even close. And now the bases are loaded for Weston Wilson, and we're getting another visit by Jim Hickey, the Nats pitching coach.
Well, let me use this opportunity to give you what he throws. It's 4 pitches, 4 seamers, pretty lanky guy. He's got some velocity. It's 97, 98. Slider, changeup, and a sinker. And so far has not really thrown many strikes.
Phillies this year, .216 team average with the bases loaded. Weston Wilson will be the guy on the spot here. Wilson 0 for 2 so far. Has a hit in 5 of his last 6 ball games. Most of those starts coming in against left-handed pitchers. But here he sees Ribalta, and the base is full. The right-hander works out of the stretch, letter high set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Right of the plate, going back now towards the screen, Millis, and that will reach into the seats for a foul, strike one. Ribalta, 27-year-old from Cuba. He comes set. That is 0-1. Swing and a line drive left center field. That ball is going to get down for a base hit. Bohm has scored. Castellanos will score. Bader into third, and Weston Wilson with another big hit here on this road trip. It's a 2-run single, and the Phillies are back in front 8-6.
Nice job, Wes. Talking about someone who's accepted his role as a platoon guy and has really figured out a system in between the times that he plays so that he's able to come in and get the barrel on the baseball and have good at-bats. Nice.
It all started with 2 outs. Bohm a single, Castellanos the double, a walk to Bader. Now Stott, and he takes up and away, ball 1. Last weekend, Wilson had consecutive games in which he had a go-ahead hit and a game-tying hit late in the contest. Today, another go-ahead base hit. Ribalta set, and the 1-0 to Stott. It's up and away, 2-0. And I wouldn't be surprised if Weston Wilson hadn't crossed paths against Ribalta somewhere over the last couple of years in the minors, as they both spent plenty of time at AAA. 2-0 count. And the pitch, that's outside. It's 3-0. And already another lefty is warming up in the Nats' pen. We're in the 4th inning. They're on their 4th pitcher of the day. Stott stepping out of the box a moment as Millis will flash the defensive signs for the Nats. 3-0 count to Stott. And Ribalta's pitch he takes, and that's a strike called. Stott today, a walk and a single in his 2 trips to the plate. 3-1. Wilson leads at first, Bader over at third. Ribalta ready, and the pitch. He takes, strike called. Stott thought it was low.
Yeah, that's a good take, though. I mean, that's borderline down at 88 miles an hour, so it's a slider, not even a fastball. That's not a pitch 3-1 you want to be swinging at.
Now the count full, and they'll play behind Wilson with DeYoung at first base. And Wilson will be off with a pitch. 8-6, Phillies in front. Ribalta ready. Runner at first takes off. The payoff pitch, swung on and missed. He struck him out. And Stott goes down swinging, but the Phillies make some noise with 2 outs. They get 2 runs on 3 hits. They leave 2 men aboard. And we'll head to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Phillies 8 and the Nationals 6. And Robert Hassel III leading off for the Nats, and the first pitch is in for a called strike. Just your normal Sunday walk in the park here today.
It was a long walk.
The 0-1. And that's a called strike. 0-2. See if things can just settle down a little bit from here.
Yeah. Well, it'll start on the bump. You get the guys that start coming out of the pen for the Phillies. Don't try to do too much. Just come in, throw strikes, hit your spots.
0-2. And Banks deals. The pitch swung on it, missed, struck him out. One away. There's Hassel down on strikes. Top of the order, Luis Garcia. Garcia 2 for 2 today at the top of the lineup. As they give James Wood the day off. Here's a swing and a high fly right field. Drifting back is Castellanos. Now onto the track in front of the high wall and right. He'll make the catch. And there's the second out.
Suit up this season at MLBshop.com. Check out the largest selection of authentic jerseys, caps, hoodies, t-shirts, and more. Visit MLBshop.com for your Phillies gear and today's special offer.
Brings up C.J. Abrams, who's 1 for 2. He doubled home the first, or singled home the first run of the game back in the third inning. Pitch is up high. It seemed somewhat innocent at the time as it made it Phillies 6, Nationals 1. But within record time after that, it was a 6-6 game. 1-0 pitch. Swung on, line to left. There's a base hit for Abrams. His second hit of the day. Phillies are getting right-hander Joe Ross going in their pen. Well, we've been at it long enough, Stock, that there's finally some other games going in Major League Baseball today.
Okay.
It's a leadoff spot here for the Roku telecast. We started at 11:35. There's a swing by DeYoung, and he fouls it back. But the Braves playing in Cleveland, Boston hosting Miami. Of course, you mentioned the Mets play tonight in Williamsport against the Mariners. 0-1 up high. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Wasn't that kind of the first time that the players started sporting these type of bats? The pencil, like Stott brought out the pencils and some of that?
1-1 pitch, and that's up high. I mean, at some point, I don't remember which year they went to the player. They had the nicknames on the jerseys. They had special jerseys for the weekend. And yes, it's generally around the Little League Classic. 2-1, and that's up high. Three and 1. Banks ready, and the pitch. Swung on, hit in the air. Shallow center. Bader comes racing in. He'll get there, and he makes the catch. No runs, a hit, 1 left. A scoreless bottom of the 4th will go to the 5th. Phillies lead 8-6.
Baseball.
Ribalta still on the mound for the Nats, and his first pitch to Marchand misses outside for ball one. The 1-0, and that one is in there for a called strike. And it's 1-1 to Marchand, who is 0 for 2, but reached on a would-be double play ball in the second pitch. And a swing and a miss, and the Phillies would then go on to score 5 runs after that. One ball, 2 strikes. And Ribalta deals in the pitch. Swung on, fouled into the screen. Trey Turner waiting in the on-deck circle. By the way, Trey Turner is 1 hit away from 1,500 in his career. Ribalta, 1-2. Swung on, fouled back over the screen. Lefty warming up for the Nats. Right-hander Joe Ross still goes for the Phils. Ribalta, another 1-2 pitch. And a breaking ball misses down and in. 2-2 on Marchand.
You and I were having lunch today with Kevin Franson, and we were talking about Trey a little bit, just on how hot he's been getting some hits. And he had 3 infield hits the other day, and he said he has over 25 infield hits so far this season.
2-2. Swung on, hit sharply, but right at the second baseman. It's taken in by Tana, and he'll throw to first. And Marchand is retired for round number 1.
I mean, 25 infield hits. You talk about speed. Now, I know nobody bunts anymore. I used to think at the end of the season, if you could add 20 hits with speed, your batting average jumps. And it's amazing how high that goes up. And then you go into an arbitration year.
Here is Turner, and a swing and a miss. Trey, what he hasn't gotten today is a run batted in.
Yeah.
In the second inning, he had a 2-out single with a man at second. They held that man, Marchand, at third base. In the third inning, he had a 2-out single to right, and a swing and a ground ball on the infield off the glove of Ribalta. He picks it up and then dropped it. Trey is going to reach. We'll see how they score it. Ribalta just never got a handle on the ball as he was pulling it out of his glove. And Dusty Wathan asking for the ball just in case they score that a hit.
That's got to be an error.
Right?
I mean, he had so much time to pick it up, and then he just re-dropped it.
And now they're sending a trainer out to look at Ribalta. And Miguel Cairo, the skipper, is out there as well.
Oh.
And that's it for Ribalta, which I assume he was coming out anyways because they have the 2 lefties to follow. They're going to go to the lefty and make a pitching change. They still haven't ruled on the scoring on that play, which we assume will be an error, and it is an...
Your day in baseball starts with...
He's got a 6.28 ERA in his 7 appearances with the Nationals, and he's coming on here to face Kyle Schwarber with a man on. Schwarber gets to see yet another lefty, faced P.J. Poulin and Mitchell Parker already today. Now he faces Ogasawara with a man on at first. 1 out, the pitch. And he takes, that's in for a strike. It's 8-6. Phillies are in front. No balls and a strike. The stretch. And the pitch. That's a breaking ball down and away. Schwarber today is 1 for 3. Drove in a run in the second with a single to right. His 102nd RBI of the season. Most in baseball. Pete Alonso is at 100, so is Cal Raleigh. 1-1 the count, the pitch. Swinging a smash foul. He was a bit early on that. And it's 1-2. Ogasawara. The pitch. Swung on, fouled away left side. Schwarber, the other night, another home run off a left-handed reliever. And just another one off a left-handed pitcher in general. This is turning out to be one of the most prolific seasons in that regard by a Phillies lefty ever. Here's a throw over to first. And back with a dive is Trey Turner.
It's actually really interesting when you think about the home run leaders. If you just think about Kyle Schwarber, Cal Raleigh, Shohei Ohtani, each one of them is doing some really unusual things.
1-2. Schwarber swings, lines it, caught by DeYoung. He'll step on the bag. And that was an absolute rocket. But it's a double play. 3 unassisted.
I'll tell you about it later.
Yeah. Phillies do not score. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. 8-6 Phillies.
For 100 years, Pella has set the standard.
Dalen Lyle will lead off for the Nats. 8-6, Phillies lead it. Joe Ross now on the mound for the Phillies, the former National, longtime Washington National. And Ross misses outside with his first pitch. 1 ball and no strikes. Phillies 8 runs on 10 hits. The Nationals 6 runs, 8 hits, and 3 errors so far. Ross with a 1-0. And a swing and a foul back and out of play. And Joe Ross, who hasn't worked a whole lot since he came back off the IL. The pitch swung on, hit in the air, left center field. Bader to his right. He's in the gap and waiting on it. And he'll make the catch. The track, there's out number 1. Phillies didn't have to make whatever move they were going to make today to make room for Nola. Obviously, plans had to change yesterday when the Phillies were going to go to a 6th starter. And instead, they're back to a 5-man rotation. And the bullpen stays at full strength, so to speak. So whatever move they were going to make, perhaps that waits a few more days until Jose Alvarado is back, as the pitch to Dylan Cruz is in for a strike. Alvarado will come off the restricted list on Tuesday. The pitch, it's up high.
He's been throwing great. That's what they say. Hasn't skipped a beat.
Phillies will have Ranger Suarez, Christopher Sanchez, and Jesus Luzardo in order. All 3 lefties go in order against the Mariners, as the pitch is a breaking ball down and away. And that is something that, going to a 6-man rotation, they were going to try to maybe juggle a couple of guys and maybe break those lefties up a little bit. That still might happen, but things are certainly in flux.
Yes,
at the moment. 2-1. And it's popped up foul. This will reach the seats.
Yeah, speaking of the Mariners, to kind of finish that thought on the home run guys, Schwarber and Raleigh. Cal Raleigh's coming in with the Mariners. Shohei, they're all doing something special. Schwarber hitting home runs off of left-handers like crazy. Cal Raleigh does it switch hitting both sides of the plate. So right-handed, he has 17. Left-handed, he has 29 home runs. And then Shohei, of course, is pitching.
2-2. And a swing and a weakly hit ground ball to short. Turner charges, gloves, transfers, throws. He got him. Cruz, he always busts it down the line. And a good athlete to begin with, and hustling as well. And so no margin for error there, but Turner makes the play. Yeah, they're all pretty special in their own way, right?
That's correct. They're so not one-dimensional. Like Kyle doesn't just hit home runs only against righties. Certainly with a switch hitter with Raleigh. Shohei, he comes off the mound after giving up a home run. He gets one back.
And now the batter is Jose Tena, swing and a miss. Schwarber is 1 home run. The next home run he hits off a lefty will match the Phillies club record, which is 18 home runs hit by a left-handed hitter off a left-handed pitcher. Next pitch misses up and away. And that record was established, believe it or not, in 1929. Don Hurst did it. Probably not terribly familiar with his work.
No, not really.
It's the 1-1, and that's outside. Ryan Howard had multiple seasons in which he hit 16 homers off left-handed pitching, both in 06 and 07. Schwarber has already surpassed his high, which was 15 homers done 2 years ago against lefties. 2-1 pitch. Tena takes, and that's outside.
That was that 1929?
That was in 1929 that Don Hurst did that.
And he only had 31 total home runs on the year.
3-1 pitch. And a swing and a high fly, straightaway center. Bader hardly has to move. And he'll pat the glove once and make the two-handed catch. The side is retired. There's a nice easy 1-2-3 inning for right-hander Joe Ross. And we'll head to the 6th today in Washington. Phillies lead it 8-6.
Hi.
Take a hack.
Independence Blue Cross. Learn more at IBX.com.
Bryce Harper leads off for the Phils against the lefty Shinosuke Ogasawara. 8-6, Phillies in front. And the lefty's first pitch to Harper, breaking ball down and away. He's changed bats again. He's gone back to the baby blue barrel, dark-colored handle. He had a base hit with this bat earlier today. And the 1-0. Swung on, ripped into right center field. Cruz, though, got a good jump. Will race that one down on the warning track. I think that's the bat to go with, though.
You like it?
I mean, you know, he's hit 2 balls pretty well with it.
Yeah, but just made an out. You got to shelf that now. That goes in the back. You start cycling through them.
Okay, which would you rather have, that out or the roll over to first base?
No, I mean, I don't want either of those outs. You might as well just grab Stott's bat.
Grab Boehmer's bat.
Yeah, get Boehm's bat, yeah. Who, by the way, got rid of the pencil bat after the first at-bat.
Yeah, and then he homered the next time up in the pitch. He swings and fouls it back. Alec Boehm, while he was out, Phillies third baseman combined to hit 180 with 6 homers. Now, Boehm, much better average in that time frame, but Boehm had only hit 7 homers as a third baseman. The 0-1. And that's a called strike. That was in a little over 300 plate appearances as a third baseman. A big difference, though, defensively, too. And you know, we didn't really talk about that as much while Boehm was out, I think. But Otto Kemp made 4 errors in the time that he was in there. Edmundo Sosa didn't make any. But Boehm had only made 3 errors the whole season at third base. Here's a swing and a foul out of play first base side. So they missed him defensively, missed him offensively. And again, he's not having a big season necessarily, and he'd like to finish very differently than he did last year. The pitch is outside. Remember how he was down the stretch? I mean, this time last year is really where it started to come apart for Alec Boehm. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ogasawara with a pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, left field. It's straight away. And Dalen Lyle to his left is there. He'll make the catch. And there are 2 gone. Now to bring up Nick Castellanos. Castellanos had a double into the left field corner back in the 4th inning. A ground rule double. That helped build that 2-run rally for the Phils to give them the lead. The pitch. He swings and misses at the first offering. And again, had only one hit on the trip. In fact, had only one hit in the previous 38 at-bats. And it was a ground ball off the shortstop's glove. The 0-1. And a swing and a ground ball foul down the third base line. Castellanos, over his last 35 games, had posted a .297 slugging percentage. Today, his first extra base hit since the 2nd of August, when he homered against the Tigers.
They could really use him to get hot, being such a streaky hitter.
0-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, yanked foul down the left field line.
So it's hard when Nick goes into a slump like this, is you know that when he does get hot, it's pretty amazing. When he gets hot and he starts to hit balls out of the park, so you need to play him so that he can work through it. The problem is when he gets into a zone like this, it's a real clog in the lineup.
0-2, swing at a high fly ball, well hit. That one is on its way, and it is gone over the bullpen. Castellanos with a tremendous drive to left. He'll tack on a run for the Phils, his 16th of the year. And it's 9-6 Phillies.
Could this be the time he starts to get hot? We were just talking about it. 2 hits now. He was on the barrel yesterday. Didn't really get rewarded for it. Today, gets the home run. Sometimes that's all it takes, is one good game like that to get him going. Nice.
Here's Harrison Bader. And the pitch to Bader is a strike called. Well, we just mentioned his last extra base hit had been on the 2nd of August. It was a home run that day in a loss to Detroit. The pitch is a breaking ball down and in. That is career home run number 249 for Castellanos. So he's been staring at a milestone number coming up. So 1-1 and a swing and a bouncer towards third, charging House, gloves it thigh high, throws to first. He got him. And that does it for the Phillies, who add a run on the long home run by Nick Castellanos over the Phillies bullpen in left. And the Phillies head to the bottom of the 6th inning with a 9-6 lead. runs. 3-run lead for the Phils, 11 hits on the board. Check swing, foul ball. The Phillies, game number 10 stock of this 10-game road trip. They've scored 38 runs on the trip. They scored 9 in the first game. They've scored 9 so far in the last game of the trip. So 18 of those 38 runs came in 2 games to bookend the trip. 0-2, and that's down and in. And people will say, well, you know, runs come in bunches and you beat up on a team here today. But there's not much the Phillies can do. I mean, they just got to try to keep moving forward, right? In the face of their offensive struggles, the pitch is fouled back and out of play. They can't think about, as a player, I mean, we analyze it all the time. Well, they scored 3.8 runs per game.
Right. Yeah.
We analyze that all the time. All they can do is think about, look, I got another at-bat ahead of me.
Yeah, I mean, the players aren't thinking like fans. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be up and down. The emotion roller coaster would be crazy.
1-2, and it's down and in.
It really is simplified. You try to simplify it as much as just trying to stay on the barrel and have good at-bats. Individually, you recognize when you're not having good at-bats, and unfortunately what these guys do is a lot of times they get really focused on their own at-bats instead of different ways they might be able to help.
The pitch, Meadows swings and drives one towards right. Castellanos going over. It's going to be over his head. Lands at the base of the wall on a hop, and Drew Millis is on his way into second with a leadoff double. And just before that at-bat was concluded, the Phillies were getting Matt Strom started up in the bullpen.
This offense, it's not a surprise. I don't want to just keep saying it's built around slug, that sort of thing. I think this year we've seen a little bit more from Trey, more base running, more stealing bases and so forth. But I do think there's a gap in there at times where you don't have maybe that spark plug, 2 or 3 spark plugs that are always an issue for a defense.
Batter Brady House. And Ross out of the stretch deals. And a swing and a foul back to the backstop. Well, you mentioned the quality of the at-bats. Are you on the barrel? Are you not? Part of that is, are you swinging at strikes? Are you not? Rob Thompson talked about it the other day. They had 9 walks in the first game at Texas and then hardly walked at all after that on this trip. Here's a swing and a ground ball to short. Runner freezes. Turner gathers it in, throws to first, and House is retired for the first out. And over the last 19 games, you look at the Phillies, and this is compared to the previous games, the whole season, right? But the last 19, 20 games, their walks are down by more than 1 per game. Their strikeouts as an offense are up more than 1 per game. And probably not coincidentally, their runs scored are down 1 per game. Here's a swing and a drive to left. Wilson going back. He's going to make the over-the-shoulder catch near the track. And back to first goes the runner Millis. All of a sudden 2 outs as Hassel lines out deep. But the walks versus the strikeouts, that speaks to the quality of the at-bats.
It does. It speaks to the grind that we talk about, grinding out at-bats. I do think that you also have to, though, take into account, at least the guys do, when you run through a team like Texas and Cincinnati, where their starters each day are these strikeout guys that are strike throwers, it changes some of that stuff.
Here's Garcia, and he takes inside for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 today. Is Luis Garcia, 9-6 Phillies in front.
I mean, they'll game plan against pitchers, and you run through the starters for Texas with their ERA, the best in baseball. Cincinnati, Green came back, and he's throwing strikes like crazy. So the guy's game plan that day changes, and they go up and they swing early and often, and they get a lot of that is skewed that way.
1-0 pitch. That's down and in.
Where it gets, though, is there are certain guys on a team. Bryson Stott, for example. I wish Trey was more like this. Those guys, no matter who's pitching, should be the guys that don't strike out, that are grinding, that are putting it in play in different ways. Maybe it's a bunt, ground balls, whatever it is. They're the pressure guys, constant pressure on the defense. And teams like Cincinnati, this team, who's fast and young and dumb, whatever you want to call it, there's a lot of pressure when they put the ball in play because of that.
The 2-0 from Ross. And it's way inside to Garcia. It's 3 balls and no strikes. Probably the last batter here with Abrams on deck. They'd very much like Ross to finish this inning off, I think, and kind of set it up for the late innings for Strom and Kerkering and Duran. Rio taking all the way, looks at a pitch inside, and that's ball 4. Garcia kind of did a double take there. And that is it for Joe Ross. So gave up a double to start the inning, got a couple of outs, but now a walk. And they'll leave 2 aboard, and Matt Strom is coming on to face C.J. Abrams. Got another pitching change here in D.C. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Phillies are up 9-6, and we're back in a moment on the Phillies Radio Network.
Tony Luke's prides itself on our farm-to-family promise by serving.
It's warm in this booth. It's really warm. I don't think I think those guys are going to be pretty cooked when this one's over.
Sure. I hope so when they get on that bus. 3 hours.
C.J. Abrams, the batter. 2 on. The pitch. And it's outside. Strom facing the lefty Abrams. And Abrams representing the tying run here in the bottom of the 6th. He's 1-3 with a 3.19 ERA. Millis is out at second. Garcia at first. The pitch. That's in for a strike. You would think they're going to ask Strom to carry over into the next half inning as well. One ball and 1 strike. The pitch. And it's up high. Abrams with 2 hits today. Had a single to center to drive in a run in the 6th. Back in the 4th, he singled to left. Two balls and a strike. The pitch. Swung on, fouled, straight back. 2-2 the count. Phillies open the day with a 5-game lead in the East. After a loss yesterday, need a win today to split this series. 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Big strikeout there for Matt Strom with a pair of runners on. And he puts out the fire here in the bottom of the 6th. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left, and we'll go to the 7th. Phillies still in front, 9-6. Nationals 6. Weston Wilson leads off against the lefty Ogasawara. And the pitch is a breaking ball, misses down low for ball 1. Ogasawara, who warmed up yesterday for about 2.5 innings. Seemed like he was out there forever in the Nats bullpen, staying loose, the 1-0. And it's down and in. Cade Cavalli, the starter and winner yesterday. At some point, I think it was in the 5th, they started to tinker with the idea of getting him some bullpen help, and he just started breezing through everybody. 2-0 count, and the pitch. And that's in there for a strike. I think shadows might have had a little something to do with that later in the day. I mean, there was definitely a point there where the Phillies, who had been squaring him up quite a bit, suddenly couldn't.
Yep.
Pitch, and that is down low.
Well, that's one positive thing about playing this morning. I don't think we'll have shadows, right, until, well, let's hope not.
If we get into that time.
Ooh.
The 3-1, and a swing and a miss. Wilson, who had the go-ahead hit back in the 4th inning, a 2-run single to left center field. With 2 outs, Phillies made that rally happen. Bohm singled, Castellanos doubled, Bader walked, and then Wilson, with the bases full, drove 2 in. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the left-hander's pitch. That's inside. Oh, pardon me. A called third strike. And Weston Wilson can't believe it.
Oh.
He's complaining with Jacob Metz.
I can't believe it. Wow. It wasn't even close.
Wow, you're not kidding.
Not close.
That's a terrible call.
Oh.
But just another day. Here is Bryson Stott, and he takes outside for a ball. 1 ball to no strikes. Stott 1 for 2. Walk, a single, and a strikeout in his 3 plate appearances. The pitch. Swing and a ground ball to second. And there to pick it up is Tena, and he'll throw it to first. Does Tena ever pick up a ball out in front of his body, or does he catch them all between his feet.
He gets it deep, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Gets them real deep. Gets in real deep, as they say. You always want to feel that baseball out in front.
Here's Marchand batting from the right side. The pitch. Breaking ball that misses in off the plate. That is the exact same pitch. I'll bet you could overlay that pitch with the one Wilson just took.
You think so?
Pretty close. Yes. The 1-0. That's up high. Marchand today 0 for 3. Giving JT a day off. Marchand making his 23rd start of the year. Ogasawara with a 2-0. And that one is in there for a strike. It's 2-1. Two balls and a strike, the pitch. And there's a called strike. Actually on the inside corner. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. It will be Strom again in the bottom of the 7th inning. There's no activity for the Phils. The lefty's 2-2. Marchand swings, grounds it left side, house to his left. He's got it, shuffles his feet. It's a low throw. DeYoung, though, picks it out on a hop. And there's a 1-2-3 inning. First time today the Phillies offense has been retired in order. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th. It is stretch time on this Sunday indeed.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
Bottom of the 7th inning. Before we get this half inning underway, let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves here along the Philadelphia Phillies radio network.
94 WIP HD1 Philadelphia, powered by the
I'm Scott Fransky with you from Nationals Park on this Sunday afternoon, an 11:35 start. Phillies had one of these last year. They beat the Diamondbacks in the Sunday start, the 11:35 a.m. start, which matches the earliest start time this century for any Phillies game.
That was on the road, wasn't it? Wasn't it there?
No. They wouldn't play at 11:35 a.m. Eastern in Arizona.
Oh. Yeah. I think I was at the game. That's why I asked, since I do.
Well, you might have been at the game.
Yes, I
Larry might have taken that one off, but it was against Arizona. Phillies won it 4-1. But the Phillies today with a 9-6 lead. Their baseball brunch jumped out to a 6-0 lead. Nationals tied it 6-6, and now it's 9-6.
The breakfast I had here this morning was not brunch.
No.
I mean, it was
classic powdered scrambled eggs, right?
Wait, what?
Huh?
Powdered?
Well, I mean, you don't think they're making...
I thought there was like 100 eggs.
No. Did you?
Yeah. Well, I'd like to think that, but
yeah, you just keep drinking your boxed wine, pal.
Powdered eggs, boxed wine. Don't even tell me where the sausage is from.
I think it's time we all get home for a little while.
Yes.
Yeah. Fresh fruit, anybody? All right, here's Paul DeYoung, who leads off. And Matt Strom's first pitch to DeYoung is in there for a called strike. David Robertson is up and loosening for the Phils. Strom got the final out of the 6th inning. It was C.J. Abrams representing the tying run, the pitch. And it's taken. That's a strike called. Oh, and 2 the count. On DeYoung, who is 0 for 2 today with a walk and a run scored. The pitch. Just missed. Went high. The Brewers haven't won yet today, but I'm sure they will.
You're sure?
I mean, don't they always? 1-2 pitch. Ground ball foul up the third base line. No score, bottom of the 2nd in Cincinnati. The question is, what way will they find? What new way, new wrinkle will they come up with for their 15th consecutive win? One-two pitch. Swinging a foul, backing out of play. I was reading about the one got a kind of a backup infielder, minor league, AAA player, and they called him up. His name escapes me at the moment, but he came from San Diego, and since he's been there, I don't think they've lost. He's like, I don't know what these guys just win every game. Here's a swing and a line drive deep left center, and on the run, Bader is going to get there and make the catch. Boy, really good jump there by Harrison Bader to run that one down. I mean, join a team and they never lose. Like, this is...
Sign that guy up. It's like a rabbit's foot.
Yeah, yesterday they had a 9th inning comeback and sent it to extras. It was back and forth. They end up winning it. Their 14th straight win on a home run by a guy who wears number 14. Yeah. I don't know who wears 15 for them, but... Here's Dalen Lyle, and Lyle takes in tight. Marlins lead the Red Sox 1-0, bottom of the 3rd inning. See, the Marlins are going to be playing without Kyle Stowers for a while.
What happened?
Oblique.
Oh, those take forever.
1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. The Phillies are going to have some games with the Marlins coming up in September. A series both in Miami and at Citizens Bank Park. They might very well be without their best hitter for that, for both of those. One ball and one strike on Dalen Lyle. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Lyle 1 for 3 today, had a 2-run single to right back in the 3rd inning. Strom ready, the 1-2. Fouled back. Braves 1, the Guardians 0, bottom of the 2nd inning in Cleveland. Pirates and Cubs, no score in Chicago. The White Sox on the road in KC, no score there either. The 1-2, and a swing and a pop-up. And this one on the left side of the infield. Bohm now coming over and actually behind the mound. Bohm is going to call off Stott, who was coming in from second. And definitely fighting the high sky there as Bohm with the sunglasses on top of his the bill of his cap.
Yep.
But they're using the glove.
As you and I get a replay here, I'm trying to figure out where the sun is. And when they both put their glove up, it gives you an idea of where it's at. And it's off to Bohm's right side. So any pop-up in the infield, he should get because he's looking toward first base dugout.
As the first pitch to Dylan Cruz is down low for a ball.
Anything to the right side, Stott, Harper, they're looking more right into the sun than anybody else. Castellanos.
1-0 pitch. And a swing and a fly ball down the right field line. Castellanos going over. He's there. He's got it. And there's a scoreless seventh inning. Matt Strom retires all 4 hitters that he faces today. And we'll head for the 8th in Washington. Phillies on top 9-6.
Football is in the air and the return of training camp.
Nationals. It's Connor Pilkington, left-hander, and the pitch hit him. And you might have heard some shouting down there. Turner gets plunked. He's on base for the 5th time today. Walk, 2 hits, reach on error, and now hit by pitch. And a rather slow stroll up to first base by Turner.
Where'd that get him?
Couldn't quite tell. Came way in and was trying to jackknife out of the way of it, but no replay?
Nope. They weren't ready.
Well, maybe Pilkington wasn't either. Here he faces Schwarber. And the pitch. Schwarber takes. It's down and away for ball 1.
Well, first of all, the curveball bounced at least 6-7 feet in front of the plate and then hit Trey on the outside of the front left knee on a bounce.
Pitch. And that is down low. Pilkington came into the game on Friday night. He's the one who gave up the back-to-back homers to Schwarber and Harper. Schwarber today 1 for 4 with a run batted in. 2-0 count, the pitch, and that's down and away. 3-0. The Phillies have started Orion Kerkering in the pen. He doesn't appear to be throwing too aggressively at the moment, but he was starting to get loose. Pilkington looks at first, and the 3-0 to Schwarber. And he takes, and that's down and away, ball 4. So 2 are on for Harper. And let's see what bat he's got this time.
Baby blue. Baby blue.
Okay. He's got a base hit and a rocket out to right. With that bat. Harper 1 for 3 today. A walk, an RBI, run scored. Here's the pitch. And he takes. It's in the dirt. Blocked by Millis. Pilkington from Moss Point, Mississippi. 27-year-old left-hander.
Moss Point? Is that
Moss Point?
I feel, does that not just sound like you're just going to, it's just straight up bugs all the time?
It does sound like that.
Like just bugs, mosquitoes, gnats.
It's something straight out of a Faulkner novel.
Exactly.
Here's the 1-0. Swinging a foul straight back. He had a rip. One ball, 1 strike on Harper. Two on, nobody out. Pilkington's pitch. Swung on line to left. That'll be in for a base hit. Turner around third. They'll wave him to the plate. He'll score standing up. And Bryce Harper adds another run on the board. It's 10 today for the Phillies on Harper's second RBI single of the game. 10-6 Phillies.
I like the blue. I like the blue bat. I also like Trey Turner at second base in regards to his secondary lead. And I go back to looking at Harrison Bader. I thought his was a little bit soft earlier in the game. But Trey does a nice job, even though he wasn't looking to steal third base there, he does a nice job getting a big secondary. That's how you score on the bullets. And the guys behind Trey hit bullets.
Here's Alec Bohm, and the pitch. Bohm gets hit.
Oh, come on, dude.
And Bohm actually looks out there and says, come on, dude. He's sitting down seated. And, in fact, the plate umpire, Jacob Metz, helps him to his feet and then stands in between him and anyone else. But Bohm is clearly frustrated. Bohm, who, of course, got hit in the ribs by Yu Darvish, which is what eventually sent him to the IL. And he just got back today, hit a big 3-run home run early in the game. And got hit somewhere on the leg and now is up and jogging to first.
It's like, what is that? And that is just a complete lack of command. I mean, you saw it with Trey. That is just a terrible pitch. He's not trying. He's missing.
Now Jim Hickey going out to chat. As the Phillies a chance to really open it up again. They had a 6-run lead early. Aaron Nola couldn't hold that. They've got a 4-run lead now. And I believe Kerkering is downshifting a little bit in the pen. And it looks like maybe Max Lazar is going to start to loosen up. Nick Castellanos is at the plate. Castellanos with a double and a home run today. It's his first day with multiple extra base hits since June 22nd, a 7-1 win over the Mets in the series finale. Infield starts to creep in, and the pitch swinging a foul into the Nats dugout. By the way, it was in that Mets series also the last time that Nick Castellanos had a 3-hit game, which is what he's after right here. Castellanos had 1 hit in 38 at-bats. Now he's 2 for his last 2. The 0-1. Fouled down at the plate. Castellanos, who had a couple of grand slams early in the season, one in April and one in June. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Pilkington ready, and the lefty's pitch. It's down low. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. 1 away as Castellanos strikes out. Now it's Harrison Bader. Bader a single, a walk, 4 trips to the plate today. He's 1 for 3 officially. Made a couple of fine plays in the outfield as well. The pitch Bader takes, that's down and away.
One thing about Harrison Bader in the short time that I've seen him play is there's just a ton of hustle in this guy. I know there's some showboat too. That's just personality. But man, he sprints every ball out, runs out in the outfield.
The pitch swung on, fouled away.
A little frustrated right now. I think in his last out I saw him ground out and he kind of threw his helmet a little bit, and that's just pressing a little bit.
Well, bases loaded with 1 out. The 1-1 pitch, and it bounces in the dirt. It's blocked by Millas as he'll keep it right there, and no advancement by the runners. Two balls and a strike. DeYoung is even with a bag at first base. Abrams at double play depth, guarding the hole at short. Pilkington with a 2-1 way outside.
Being such an early game now, too, heading into the 8th inning, probably I think it was about 2 innings ago. The infield dirt here is bone dry by this time. So bounces, bad hops are a pretty common occurrence when it gets dry like that. Everything gets pretty hard.
3 balls and 1 strike. And the pitch swung on, hit high in the air, left field, deep. Going back is Lyle, at the track, at the wall. He's got room. He makes the catch in front of the Phillies bullpen, and home to score is Schwarber. It'll be a long sac fly for Harrison Bader. It's now 11-6 Phillies, but just a few feet shy on that one for Bader.
Oh, I think he thought he got it. I think he thought that he got it. Oh, he hit it down on just a little bit toward the hands, kind of on the label of the bat. Didn't get the carry. It's a good run.
11-6 Phillies, and the pitch. Weston Wilson takes. That's up and in. Wilson had the go-ahead hit in this one. Back in the 4th, he's 1 for 4 on the day. Struck out on a poor call his last time up, swing and a miss. Phillies, by the way, this year, they are 29th in baseball, batting with the bases loaded. They are hitting .216 as a team. The only club worse, Minnesota, they're actually hitting .169 with the bases full. As this pitch is hit in the air, right field line, long run cruise, nearing the foul line. He is going to make the catch, crossing over into foul territory. And that'll do it for the Phillies. They get 2 runs in the inning on just 1 hit. They leave 2, and we're going to the bottom of the 8th. Phillies in front, 11-6.
Hey.
To perform.
Oh, okay. New pitcher for the Phillies, Max Lazar. He takes down low. 1 ball and no strikes. You're going to be really excited not to put up with my nonsense for a week, huh?
You have no idea.
The pitch is in for a strike. 1-1 the count.
That is not true. I enjoy your nonsense.
I heard that, Murph. I'm right here. 1-1. Breaking ball down and in. 2 balls and a strike. Murph doesn't get a week-long break from me. Next pitch. That's a called strike.
You're assuming like when I'm gone for a week that I don't miss you guys. Like
I am assuming that.
Yeah. Shouldn't assume that.
Is that not the case? 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. And Lazar with a strikeout to begin his outing. Are you saying you do miss us when you're gone?
Of course I do. Yeah.
Come on.
I do. I miss you guys. I mean.
But you're happy to be away.
I didn't say that.
You're fine being away.
Yeah. Whatever Larry needs.
That's right. Need you to dig him out of his grave, but you put him in yesterday. dig up those old bones. Here's a pitch down low for ball 1.
I apologize, man. You got to let bygones be bygones.
Yeah, if you're just tuning in.
Larry's fine.
Larry's not actually rolling over in his grave. He, in fact, was never in his grave. Pitch is in for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's in the dirt. I actually meant to say something to you when we got to the commercial there. We didn't talk about it at the time. I forget what was going on, but you realize you killed Larry.
I didn't realize at the time. Rolling over in his bed, I guess I could have said.
2-1. And it's hit sharply, caught at first on a hop by Harper. He'll take it to the bag. And Millas is retired for the second out. That brings up Brady House. And Brady House, who's 0 for 3 today. Lazar's pitch, and it's in there for a called strike. Brady House was taken out of high school in Georgia. He was the 11th pick in 2021. So again, another one of these many, many young players. The pitch, and that's down a little bit low, and they obviously said goodbye to Nathaniel Lowe the other day so they can get DeYoung over at first base a little bit, and Brady House, they're giving him a look at third. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right. It'll push Castellanos back a few steps, but he's under it to make the catch. And there's a 1-2-3 inning for Max Lazar here in the 8th, and we'll go to the 9th in Washington. The Phillies 11 and the Nationals 6. beater to pitch the ninth. 8-9-1 due up for the Phils here. As Bryson Stott starts it, and the first pitch from the righty is up high for ball one. He is the 7th pitcher used today by the Nats. The 1-0, and that one is in there for a strike. Stott today, 1 for 3. Peter kicks and deals, and the pitch is fouled away to the left side. Mets again play tonight against the Mariners. Phillies play the Mariners tomorrow at Citizens Bank Park. A 6:45 start time tomorrow night for Ranger Suarez on the mound. The pitch, and it's beaten foul down at the plate.
Saw something yesterday in regards to Zach Wheeler, just some comments where people were talking about, Christopher Sanchez now has to step up, or Ranger Suarez has to step up, and I'm more like they just need to be them and not try to be more, or not try to be a Zach Wheeler, which is impossible to do, especially when Zach is healthy.
1-2. And a swing and a miss struck him out. And a strikeout there of Stott. Well, I was thinking of the very same thing. The pitching depth has never been really what concerns us most, I think, about the team. It's the inconsistency of the offense that has been most concerning, and of course some of that is a swing and a miss by Marchand. Obviously, we saw what happened in the postseason in the last few years, and we know that can come and that can go. And it's been a tough second half, really, as the pitch is fouled away to the left side offensively for the club. Today, a big day. They put up a big number, 11 runs, the most they scored in any game on the trip, but they also had themselves shut out twice, and they were an out away from a third shutout when Harper homered in Cincinnati for their only run the other night. 0-2. It's up high. So it ebbs and flows for sure, and I think if the pitching, again, you've got some really good starters, but
yes,
not without flaws, not without questions. 1-2, and a swing and a ground ball foul. And if you're wondering, there were no further updates with regard to Zach today. He's going to get a bunch of testing done this week. One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Way inside, almost hit him. Marchand hitless today. He's 0 for 4. Turner waiting on deck. And the pitch. And it's grounded right side. And that'll be scooped up by Tena. And he'll throw it to first. And that'll bring up Trey Turner. Turner, 2 hits today. He's got a walk. He was hit by a pitch. Turner has scored 3 runs. Also reached on an error. (11-6) Phils, 2 outs. Top of the ninth, the pitch. And it bounces in there.
Trey has just had a really good series. On a personal note, he's been on base a ton. He's scored a bunch of runs in these 4 games.
1-0, and that's up high. Well, that's good to see. Again, Turner had really kind of been struggling here over the last 15, 20 games. His average had dipped down, but here in this series, he's got 10 hits. He's hit now in 7 straight ball games as the pitch is outside. "13 hits in his last 29 at-bats. 3-0 count. And Beater with a pitch. And that's a strike called. Low and inside. Turner called back to the plate. 3-1. And the righty's pitch. Swing at a ground ball to third. Backhand by House. Throw to first is in time. And that's going to do it for the Phillies. 1-2-3, ninth inning for the right-hander. We'll go to the bottom of the ninth. Phillies look to close it out. They lead 11-6. You wanted to be after you started winning the first 4, nevertheless. Here we are. There's a swing and a ground ball to second. Stott is up with it. He'll throw to first. And there's one away. Well, 2 big returns to the lineup today for the Phillies. One, Aaron Nola, did not go so well. The other, Alec Boehm, certainly did. Pitch is down low. Phillies cleanup hitters, 23rd in Major League Baseball in runs batted in this year. The pitch is down low. And they're right there in that 19 to 24 range in just about every offensive category as cleanup hitters. And obviously they've had an assortment of them this year as the pitch is a strike called to Garcia. But Boehm back in there today. And back in there with a big homer. 2-1. Swinging a hot shot into right field. That's a base hit. And Luis Garcia has his 3rd hit of the day. He's on base for the 4th time. 1 out base runner for the Nats. bring up Abrams. Back in the 6th inning, C.J. Abrams came up with 2 on. He was the tying run at the time. But Matt Strom was summoned from the bullpen, got a big strikeout of Abrams. First pitch breaking ball is in for a strike. 0-1 the count. The pitch. It's in the dirt. Blocked by Marchand. We haven't really talked about Marchand's gear, Players Weekend gear, huh? What color do you call that?
Well, we kind of got to it, and then a quick out
kind of
early.
A mint green.
It's like blue, yeah, mint, or I think it's almost, there's more blue in it, so like a blue-green. Coral, maybe. Is that a color?
1-1. And it's fouled off. That equipment.
I'm not afraid to tell you, I'm just not a fan of that color.
Yeah. The comments in the back row seem to indicate mint green, which is what I said.
That's why we don't listen to the back row.
It is up and away for ball 1-2.
Everything's easy from the back seat.
Two balls, 2 strikes. And Lazar's pitch. Ripped deep down the line and right. That's going to be a base hit and go to the corner. On his way to third base, Garcia. They'll hold him there. His run obviously doesn't mean a whole lot. So Ricky Gutierrez, third base coach, holds him up. And Abrams with a double, his 3rd hit of the day. Two on, 1 out. Paul DeYoung is the batter, and phone calls being made as Marchand goes to the mound. Obviously a 5-run lead here for the Phillies with 1 out in the 9th. But they seem to be stirring around a little bit out there in the Phillies bullpen. Lazard kicks in the pitch. Swing and a miss. And it is who you would expect. Joan Duran. Picks up a baseball and begins to loosen. Lazar ready. And his 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. DeYoung 0 for 3 with a walk, a run scored. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, deep left field. Marsh going back, looking up, and it's gone. 3-run home run by Paul DeYoung. And it's not over yet here in Washington. It's now 11-9. DeYoung's been on a hot streak in the home run department. He's got another one today. It's his 6th of the season.
And that ball was just crushed. And DeYoung is on this team. He has been on this team for really one reason, and that's veteran leadership, because they are so young. And I think he really likes that role. That's a role for him that he can kind of settle into and just relax. He's come up with some big hits.
Well, 3 straight hits for the Nationals. And they've made it a 2-run game. Now need a bloop and a blast to keep it alive. As Duran starts to warm up in earnest, Caleb Cotham will go to the mound and talk things over with Max Lazar and try to buy some time for Duran to warm up.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, as I'm sitting here and I'm looking out of our bullpen, I don't know how many pitches it takes Duran to get going, but guys in the bullpen, especially closers, I would hope could get ready in a minimal amount of pitches.
Well, I believe they'll face one more hitter at least. Lyle takes a breaking ball, and that one just misses 1-0. And we've seen Max Lazar go back to Chicago against the White Sox. Just lost it completely. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Lyle 1 for 4 today. It's 11-9. Each team with 12 hits. Here's the windup and the righty's pitch. That's a fastball that misses upstairs. Well, and part of the talk the other day, the narrative about not bringing a closer into a 4-run lead, the 2-1, swung on, hit well, right field, down the line. If it's fair, it's trouble, but it's a foul ball. Did not have home run distance, but not sure Nick would have gotten there if that's fair along the line. Part of it is the process of the warm-up. I mean, if you have a guy that goes out there in a 4-run game and you haven't warmed him up, right, if you're saying we don't use him in a 4-run lead, right, well, he's not even warming up. Mm-hmm. Now when do you start him?
Correct.
One batter, right? One guy on. Where's the point? And 3 runs can happen in a hurry. The 2-2 and a swing and a line drive left center. That's a base hit, and it's going all the way to the wall. Lyle around first. He's headed for second, and he'll put on the brakes there. And the Nationals are going to bring the tying run to the plate here in the 9th inning, and the Phillies will have to go to their closer now. Hopefully he is ready to go.
Yeah, Max just cannot stay out of the center of the plate. The fastball's riding high, but not up out of the zone, and everything is just right down the middle.
Marchand is on the mound. He's merely waiting for the signal from Rob Thompson, who is waiting at the bottom of the steps. Well, Duran, who's going to test out that ankle. He was on the mound Friday night. Comebacker hit him in the leg. And Duran lasted only 4 pitches, having to come out of the game. But he's coming into this one. Who'd have thought? 11-9, Phillies lead. Another pitching change. We're back in a moment on the Phillies Radio Network.
It's officially
the Off Base Podcast.
Game, x-rays negative. He pronounced himself yesterday fully ready to go. The Phillies said they would not use him yesterday unless there was a save situation. It didn't arise, but it's here today. And he's going to face the tying run. Dylan Cruz will bat with 1 out. Dalen Lyle is out at second. His run not the issue. It's the man at the plate they want to get. James Wood has already moved to the on-deck circle to bat for Tana. And he's their biggest power threat. Duran ready at his first pitch. And it's up and in for ball 1. First pitch splitter at 98 miles an hour. 1 ball and no strikes. A check of the runner. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled off. Marsh, the left fielder, took over in the 8th. He plays straight away in left field. Bader shaded to right center field against Cruz. Castellanos maybe a step towards the line. Cruz 1 for 4 in this one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Duran is ready. The right-hander kicks the pitch. It's fouled down the plate.
Keep in mind now that the knee that he got hit the other night is the knee is right knee.
Ankle.
His ankle. So it's not the plant foot when he reaches down. It's not his left when he reaches down, which is good. It's the perch leg.
1 ball and 2 strikes. He's thrown him 3 straight splitters. Duran ready. He kicks in the 1-2. Check swing, foul ball as they go curveball there. If I'm not mistaken, it's the first time Marchand has been back there for Duran, so they work together on this to settle in. But Duran goes breaking ball there on 1 and 2. Cruz fouled it off. And now time called. Stott was waving his hands. I think the clock was starting to wind it down. And so Marchand runs out to talk with Duran. It's 11-9. Phillies do lead it. Bottom of the 9th inning. Nationals have out-hit the Phils today. One out. Tying run at the plate. Duran on the mound. The right-hander with a 1-2. Inside. Missed with his fastball. And it's a 2-2. Pardon me, another split there as a kind of rode up and away. And we haven't seen yet a fastball from Duran. The 2-2. Fouled back over the screen.
Yeah, there must be some sort of a scouting report out there.
There we did, 102.6.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, it was a pretty good 2-strike approach there by Cruz. I mean, he's sitting all over it.
2 balls and 2 strikes on Dylan Cruz. Duran now steps off, and that's number 2. Lyle, of course, not thinking of going anywhere. He's got a meaningless run out there. 2-2, the pitch, swing, and a foul tip, and Marchand can't squeeze it. That one fouled down off of him. And the at-bat continues. Pretty good at-bat for the youngster, Dylan Cruz. That was pitch number 8. Duran has the sign from Marchand. The 2-2. Fouled back again. Another fastball.
Well, the pitch before, I believe, was a split. And the split runs at 97. His fastball is at 102. It doesn't seem like much separation. But believe it or not, for a hitter, it is.
Still 2-2. Pitch number 10 coming up to Cruz. Here it comes. Swing and a bouncer towards short. Turner charges, gloves it, throws on the run to first. It's in time, and that is out number 2. Down to third base goes Lyle. But again, the Phillies not worried about him. It's about getting the hitter, and this is a pretty big one here in James Wood. Coming off the bench, he does not have a pinch hit this season. .259 hitter with 25 home runs to lead the Nationals. Against Duran. The stretch. The righty's pitch. Swing and a foul back into the screen. That's a split, but I mean it's down the middle.
Down the middle. I don't know what is the deal with all the splits. I don't think that his split is really a diver. It doesn't just dip and dive. It's more like a change.
0-1 the count. Duran kicks the pitch. Swung on, fouled back again. Comes back with a fastball.
Way to get ahead.
0-2 the count. And Wood, the last hope for the Nationals here on what has been a long day of baseball. Phillies try to close out a series split. No balls, 2 strikes. Duran ready. He kicks and the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Joan Duran shakes off the Friday night injury. He gets the save on Sunday, and the Phillies hang on for a split here in Washington. 11-9 the final.
Oh, man, it's a lot of good things today. One, a lot of runs. It's good to see the offense up and down the lineup kind of perform and put some runs on the board. Aaron did not have a great day back. That's unfortunate, but the bullpen really stepped up. And then to see your closer, who the other night you thought he was in jeopardy for the season, to come out and pitch great in the end, that was just a great way to finish.
11-9 the final. He strikes out James Wood, representing the tying run, and gets the save as the Phillies end up with a winning 6-4 road trip. Back with the totals and a recap.